at Rise and Grind. So we are out here, out Midtown Atlanta. On this trip, I definitely wanted to hit up the Fellowship, Cam Newton Cigar Lounge, but it's Monday. That establishment doesn't open until Thursday, and I'll be gone by then. And so I'm checking out this first spot. It's called Prime. Looks like a restaurant behind me. Prime as well as Prime Cigar Lounge. So I'm gonna get me some steak and then enjoy some cigars. Might not have a beverage. I got some business to do. So we outside. And so I've been in Atlanta for, I think like 6 hours already. So I had a good time. One of the things I'm noticing about Atlanta, it's like 7-to-1 women to men. And so Atlanta is nice. The cigar lounge, and so the entire wait staff, the tobacconist, the bartender, all women. Half the people in there were women. And so things are changing.
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
Hey.
What's good? What's good?
Not much. All right, so as you can see, the video is played. The question has been posed. We're going to open up like this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TMAX Network. These are controversial conversations that we're about to have. Everybody's going to voice their opinion. We're going to have a good time. Are y'all ready for it?
Yeah,
Yes,
let's
sir.
go.
Hell
Right,
yeah.
so, thanks, D, man, because the energy is kind of dry here right now. This is a lounge, not a library. All right.
Listen, man. You
No,
got
seriously,
a bunch.
I need y'all to go ahead on and give me your energy. And the video has been played. So we want to tell all of our sponsors we appreciate your support, letting everybody know that we are sponsored by Thou Art LLC. That's Mr. Motivation and Miss Angel. They are travel agents, business owners, entrepreneurs. They have a foundation. They have a lot of things going on over there at Thou Art LLC. And one of the things they got going on before we get into our first topic, they also have a cruising in the 5-0, December the 21st through the 24th of 2026. Everybody's going on the cruise. We're going to go ahead and get our staterooms, set ourselves up for success. We got a whole year. All right. Anybody on the panel interested in cruising with the team?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, where do I find the information?
Got you. I'll make sure we get that website put in the chat. So let's go ahead and get started, man, because y'all kind of dry. I'm ready to see who the hell is talking about.
You got to turn us up then. Turn us up with these questions then.
I think the topic going to turn us up.
That's what I'm saying.
The first topic okay. So the topic we're about to pose to the panel. The question comes from Nene Edwards out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And Nene speaks on why do women try and do everything that men find peace in doing? So we're going to open up the panel with D Awesome One. Let's go ahead on, man. He's going to turn us up. Like, what do you think? Why do women, this is coming from Nene Edwards in Raleigh, North Carolina, not me. Why do women try to do everything men find peace in doing, D? You heard about the cigar lounges being overtaken. Like, my man said it was like 70-30 in the cigar lounge.
Yeah.
What you think?
It's crazy. It's not just happening in Atlanta. It's happening everywhere, bro. And like even
You got to speak up a little bit, D.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
All right. Even with the car meetups, the bike meetups, anything that dudes really found their peace has been infiltrated by our counterparts. And with that infiltration came a whole bunch of unnecessary shit we ain't asked for. Like, fellas, we dropped the ball. We should have kept a DEI kind of attitude about shit, because you can't talk about certain things in a certain way at sporting events. You got to act real mild and meek and dainty. You can't even say, man, fuck that team. Oh, excuse me, I'm the lady. I'm like, hey, listen, this is the gauntlet, baby. Welcome to hell's whole kitchen. Like, this is not the place for us to be gentlemen. It's not the place for us to be thorough on the behalf of you. You came to this environment. You don't go to the jungle and ask the lion to behave like a giraffe now, do you? So why you gonna come to this event and want that? Nah, we ain't doing that shit. So I'm cool with certain people when they become students of shit, not just doing it just on the basis of a trend. And I don't really support a lot of stuff because it messes with the environment of it. You know what I mean? It just don't flow the same way. Like you look at ESPN. Yeah. See that silence? That's exactly how they are walking around that bitch every day. Stephen A, it's your fault. Should have been a real one.
What you think about it, Jackie? Why do the question goes, why do women try to do everything that men find peace in doing?
I feel like we can all do everything. I'm confused. Is it a problem that we do it better? I think that's the real problem.
Say that again for the people in the back. I don't think the people in the back, everybody heard you, but I don't think they really heard you.
I don't know what the real problem is. Is that we do it better or what?
Talk your talk. Go say it again.
I'm confused. Like, we can't do what y'all do because we're women? That's crazy to me. We're
I'm gonna
supposed to
let
just do
any other
certain
fellow,
things?
any other one of the fellas on the panel want to speak on that.
I'm about like, bro. I'm about like D. For the people that's in for it genuinely, you know what I'm saying? I salute you, you know what I'm saying? But if you there for another reason, like because you don't trust your boyfriend around, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what he doing, and you just there to be nosy, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Okay, yeah, you in the way, but I mean, like she said too, if you genuinely if she likes sports and she likes cigars, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't see a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but like if it's just the ones that's there for the wrong reason, you know what I mean? I feel like that's what really makes it a problem for real, for real.
What would be the wrong reasons?
Just out to be nosy, you know what I'm saying? Just to be in the environment. Like he said, just to follow the trend. Or you know what I'm saying, you really don't know what's going on. You just there because it's a trend, you see everybody else doing it, or you know your man gonna be there and you want to spy on him, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. You feel me? Not there because you really like cigars, you really, you know what I'm saying, like sports type, or you know what I mean, whatever the case is.
So let me ask you a question, because everything you said makes sense on both sides. But it sounds like to me that your experience of seeing in them in certain spaces that men normally find peace in, that we were going off to do things on our own. Sounds like to me that the latter of what you just explained, like the end part that you were saying, those are the reasons why you see them in spaces that we normally would have chill spots at.
Right, right. I mean, especially coming from a small town where I come from, you know what I'm saying, where we come from, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they'll follow just to, you know what I'm saying, just to see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's I believe that'd be mostly but I agree with Jackie too though. I agree with Jackie, you know what I'm saying? I can't say that like if you like to do what you like to do, it don't matter if you male or female.
Now Jackie said, what if they do it better?
Oh, I don't know about that part now. I ain't.
That's the part where D shrugged his shoulders. D, what you thinking, man?
Hell no. Hell the fuck no. Like let's be honest. Like the whole situation is men find peace in that shit.
Yeah, I
Like
about to say I
women
don't
don't
really
like
see it as a competition thing.
like women don't like to see motherfucking men happy for shit.
What?
You don't. You don't. Think about it. The video game world, when this streaming shit took off, it was filled with nothing but dudes. And it was nothing but joy. Like now, the whole phrase, let them cook. Y'all know where that came from? Them Call of Duty boys. When your last teammate is surviving and everybody talking, wait, he over here, he over here. Like, no, shut up, shut up. Let him cook. Now all of a sudden, you hearing that phrase being used loosely and wrong shit. And guess who's doing it? Women. Using shit all over. Doing it better? Absolutely not. Doing it because they don't want to see you fucking smile, fella. Your joy aggravates it.
Speak on it.
That's just the fact of the matter.
Who hurt you? Because I don't agree with anything you're saying. Who hurt you? You need a hug.
No, I don't. My daddy hugged me enough. He did it well. It's like, I'm good. My uncle's hugging. Like, listen, I found
Yeah.
plenty of peace and space, and I found spaces being infiltrated by women that normally that wasn't infiltrated by women. How did they do it better? If they did it better, wouldn't they have done their own thing? Showing up that quiet around me.
Sasha.
Well, I don't go to cigar lounges. I don't like smelling it. I don't like the way the smoke smells. I don't want it all in my clothes and stuff like that. So I let the men have that. But a sports bar, I do enjoy. I like sports. So I will go and do that or go to the pool hall or something like that. But yeah, you guys can keep the cigar lounge.
See, Sasha's
But
supposed to be there. See, that's the difference. Sasha's supposed to be there. Jay, you little infiltrator, you colonizer.
We got
hey there.
Beautiful Gift just joined the panel.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi, how are y'all guys?
What up? What
Good.
up?
How are you?
I'm fine.
Like
How
I
y'all
said,
doing?
All right, thanks for joining in.
All right, so let's get her spun up to speed. So there's a topic on the table that says, why do women try and do everything that men find peace in doing? And the reference coming from a video that we watched, a guy go through a cigar lounge in Atlanta, and he came out saying 70-30 of the people that was in there were women to men, 70% were women. And guys are starting to say like they're finding women in places that we normally find like peace in and get away. You know,
Mm-hmm.
what's your thoughts on that?
Shoot. I don't know on that one right off right now.
Are
So
you
you don't
saying though,
entertain yourself? Go ahead, Jackie.
if there's women somewhere, like say you're at a pool hall and there's women there, you're no longer at peace because women are there? Is that what you're saying?
no, that's not what's being said at all. What's being said is if me and Mr. TKO is at the pool hall and Ant says stupid shit, me and Mr. TKO get a laugh out of his life and then, preserve us with another 5 years from all the joy that we got. Some little imp demon on the outside. Oh, I hear men having joy. I guess my go over there. Nah, stay your evil ass outside away from me.
Wow. You seemed immediately agitated though when the question was asked.
Yeah, because it's real. We see it. See it. We don't. It's everywhere. You have women that have literally admitted on podcasts galore that they hate to see men happy.
Oh, well,
That's not
I
me.
don't have anything to say on that. I'm not that type of woman, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
like I
neither.
said, you are supposed to be there, Sasha. Jay is the one we got to keep watch on.
I want to see men happy.
Mm-mm.
Right? I want
We do
everybody
it.
to be happy.
We do it better than you.
We do it better.
That's not wanting to see anybody happy.
I'm just saying women can do what men can do. That's all I'm saying when I say that. I never said I don't want to see men happy. Men happy makes me happy. The fuck? Sorry.
This ain't TikTok.
You can say what you want to say here.
Okay.
This ain't the other
Yeah,
platform, but
Okay.
welcome to TMAX Network. YouTube.
yeah.
We get busy up in this.
I think
Okay? We not with the pews, the Smexons, and the DVs and the
Yeah.
unalive. No, say proper fucking terms that actually mean work.
and it's an unaliving.
All
I
right,
hate
go
them
ahead. Go
harassment.
ahead. What are you about to say? Team back.
but nah, I just think it all boils down to, man, to just the people that come in there for the wrong reasons, man, and men should have to downplay, you know what I'm saying, their feelings and what they say, because you know what I'm saying, a female is in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like, men gonna be men, they gonna say what they want to say, you know what I'm saying? That's what they're used to, you know what I'm saying? So I feel where you coming from, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in there enjoying myself and I'm used to cursing a lot or just saying how I say how I say it to my partner, and she may get offended. Like, oh, you don't see a lady standing here, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't what he used to, because you know what I'm saying, it's used to just us men. You feel? So if you in there as a lady, you there to enjoy the vibe, what you came for, then you know what I'm saying, leave your feelings at the crib, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy the vibe. You feel me? So I get that, where that's where D coming from. And I
Yeah,
get
'cause
where Jackie coming from, you know what I'm saying? Because
it
it
does.
don't matter male or female, you know what I'm saying, if you enjoy what you enjoy.
That changes the dynamic. For real. Like I don't mind seeing women in spots. Like I said, if Sasha in sports ball, she's supposed to be there because, like you said, she likes sports. So that means she has a very much understanding of what the hell's going on and how it's supposed to be. She'll probably be like, "Oh no, homeboy flanked when he should have went on ahead and chop block." I'm like, "Yeah, she gets it. She's supposed to get. Hey, bartender, get her a drink. Get her a drink. Right? That's what's supposed to happen. But then you got somebody, oh, I just like the colors in here and that and all that. Things is being said is now, because what happens is a lot of women are taking this pro feminist movement of today's time. And with this pro feminist movement of today's time, it has no boundaries, it has no direction, it has no standards. It's just, I'm a woman, and so I want to be open to what I want to be open to, and I want to be saying things I want to be said, but you can't do it, although I'm infiltrating where you normally hang out. And it just messes up a whole bunch of dynamics. So yeah, it's not cool.
Mm.
Go ahead, Jackie. You ain't got to hold your tongue over here. You can speak. We all
I'm
family.
waiting
Go
for
ahead.
Beautiful to do her input. I already said what I had to say.
Okay,
I
I'm,
just
I'm
kind of
watching your face.
listened in and see where it was going before I input it. That was all. Um, I just feel like sometimes when a man is at a lounge or somewhere out, a woman can come, but sometimes guys seem to show off a little bit, like their tune, the way they act. So sometimes it's not the woman all the time, it be the man. Does that make sense or no?
What you
You
mean,
got
like?
me. You got me
Like
by
when it,
started.
when guys at the bar they drinking, they talking how they want to talk. Of
Mhm.
course, every woman's not grown up to hearing certain type of stuff. So it's up to the guy to change those on. The woman don't make a guy change. The way that he's talking. If you could feel a woman's energy when her presence is known, you gonna change the way you talk anyways, out of respect. It's not saying you have to change who you are or the way you talk or you can't say certain stuff. It's just that you got to feel the energy of the woman when she approaches the room when you come in. That's not her saying, hey, you can't be yourself because I walk in the room. You choose to be yourself because you want to be respectful to that woman. But nobody could change how a man speaks when they
No,
come
you're
in.
you're absolutely right. But the only issue is, again, harassment laws have no borders. We've literally had men go to court because they're talking about their favorite cereal, and a woman felt harassed.
Well, I feel like that is if a man been wrecked at a woman in a way that he knows that he
But
shouldn't
no,
talk to the
they were
woman, and
talking
she
to each
tells him
other.
to.
That's what I'm saying. If me and Aunt just chopping it up, and then you come in, we're talking about nothing that correlates with anything you're doing, not directing anything your way or about you. And you say, you know what? Them two niggas over there is the problem.
Then I would
I don't
leave.
like I
I,
don't
I
like their
wouldn't
tone.
go over there. I would just leave if I don't like what I hear and I'm not already engaged in a conversation with both of you. I would just leave if I don't like what's
No, I
going
get what
on.
you're saying. What I'm saying is what's happening in another spectrum is that
Hmm.
me and Aunt can be talking about the paint on the wall,
Right.
which is not offensive. But nobody has the right legally to tell you you can't be offended. So you can go pick up the phone, hit the hot button. I'm offended. Why, ma'am? These two niggas is talking about the paint egregiously. And we're like, well, what's being said? And you're like, I don't know. It just makes me feel this way. And they're going to go file the case.
Oh, I never seen nobody go through that, so I don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
bullshit that happens in certain
Yeah,
situations.
I
So,
would say that's crazy if you walk in and overhear a conversation that has nothing to do with you and you feel offended, that means it hits you. You should just get up and leave. I don't see why you want to stay and feel uncomfortable. Or just move away from the two gentlemen that are speaking and go somewhere else. Now, if you direct it towards me, then I'll say something if I'm uncomfortable. But if it has nothing to do with me, I'll just leave. But everyone's different though.
Yeah.
Some
So I
people
thought,
be like Karen. Some people just be aggravated, probably had a bad day, just don't like people in general, probably hate themselves. And then here they come in thinking that they're gonna listen to music, probably watch a game or something like that, or just vibe. And here go two gentlemen talking about something that they feel don't make sense or that is crazy. And it could trigger them to say, hey, I want them out of here because they're ruining my vibe. I don't care the fact that they was here first.
because you feel like women are more emotional in a man's
Women,
face. That's what I'm saying with bro,
most women,
basically.
I'm not gonna say all women are more emotional because some guys can't take real women. And what I say is some real women aren't that emotional and guys can't take that because they expect women to depend on them for their feelings, depend on them for that, depend on them for that. So when a woman don't, it kind of offends a guy a little bit.
So,
So
D,
I
do you
wouldn't say
like
every
women?
woman.
Hmm.
D, do you
like
like
women,
women?
love women.
Who, me?
Who?
D.
Oh,
Oh,
I love women.
So, when you date a woman, do you not take them places that you go?
No, I don't take them to places that's going to be for men. Absolutely not. I'm taking them to a place where I'm having an experience with you.
So you
That
rather be around a
one,
bunch
it
of
needs to
men,
be
only men, when you go to places that you're having a fun time.
no. So I only want to be around the brotherhood when it's time to have a man outlet. Because if I work at a steel mill and it's normally men, there's a different discussion that happens, right? But then when they let women get on the job, you don't go about like, oh, well, this is for everybody. It's a job. It's how you provide for yourself and your family. So that's a different dichotomy. But it's another thing when we're at the cigar lounge and it's been nothing but men. And then all of a sudden, a group of women come in and the environment is being changed. It has to be tailored. It's always going to be tailored every time. No matter if you are, like you're saying, beautiful or real woman or not. The environment is always going to be changed when a woman comes around, rather she's dainty or hardcore, because that's just how it's been. If you let a room full of Vikings, male Vikings, just be, it's going to be a glass clashing good fucking time. It's going to be hard jokes. It's going to be punches thrown. It's going to be subliminal messages that everybody in the room can pick up. Maybe that one guy that's a little slow, but it changes when a woman walks in. It's
so
not the
why do
same.
you feel?
I
Why
don't
do
feel.
you feel? Because a woman shouldn't change your personality or how you act anywhere you go. So why do you feel like when you're with a group of guys and a group of females walking, that's like saying a woman's a distraction to your conversation? Because if you're deep into your conversation, how do you pay attention to what's going on over there or the group of women walking in?
Well, one, you always know your environment.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is you're too focused on the women than you're hanging with the bros, is what I'm saying. Because
No,
if the
because it changes. Like I said, this is 2025, not 1930.
no, it ain't.
So it ain't like you just continually doing what you're doing. and it'd be okay. No, not in today's time. Because you could be, like I say, you could be having a simple conversation with Jay, and I walk in with my camera, and guess what the narrative is going to be when I get online? These women are just downing us black men, and all we did was say hello, and I never spoke to y'all. But guess what the internet going to do?
Yeah, down.
They're going to be on your ass. So it's
Right,
just,
I understand that.
it's simple just to understand. So the thing about it is, a lot of women are not going to be Sasha. A lot of women are not going to be beautiful. A lot of women are not going to be Jay. That's not the case. We see that just from the base of simple interaction from street interviews. What do you prefer in a man? Oh, I need me a scammer. I need somebody that pops Zans. Wait a minute. Sensible Shoe Steve is not qualified. What's going on? So now these same people want to be in your environment. It's unstable all of a sudden.
I feel like at the end of the day, that's something we ain't gonna never be able to control unless they do an all women's lounge, cigar lounge, all men's cigar lounge. Like it's gonna continue to be like that. It's gonna
No,
continue
it
to be
don't have
like
to
that.
be that. It don't have to be that way. It's just the fact that there has to be an understanding from one party into where their environment they're entering to. Right? I can't go into a salon and demand those women to respect me at a high tier when they're doing women things in that salon. That'd be foolish of me. I'm entering into their realm. So I need to get in and get out real quick like. I don't need to stick around. I don't need to partake in their discussion. I don't need to find a way that I can be bothered or upset. I need to get what I'm going to get the fuck on.
So what are vice versa? What are some places that women go for peace that men do? That men be at now?
Nope.
Like I'm trying to see like because I'm trying
Nah,
to see
you tell
like
me. I don't know of any.
I mean, like Dee said, the hair salon, the nail salon, and there are
The
men
only
in the
time we
nail
go there is
salon.
when y'all ask us to. We don't want to be there.
right, 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 right.
Well, that's not true. I see men in the nail shop alone getting their
Yeah,
I mean,
nails done.
yeah,
And we even
yeah,
have the
yeah.
transgenders going in there getting their nails and toes done.
We said men. I don't know what you're
But
talking
you
about.
The transgenders.
I want to leave that one alone.
men.
But go ahead,
But
Sasha.
yes, I've seen
You
men.
see
I've
men
seen men in the
in
nail
places
salon.
like the nail salon by themselves.
Yes, by themselves. Have you,
That's
Jackie?
dope.
Yes.
Have you seen men in the nail salon by themselves? Often.
Yes.
Getting
Did
that
y'all
black
respect
pinky
them in your
toenail
mind?
shaved down.
In your mind, like that was a respectable thing when you saw it?
Yeah.
The way
Yeah,
y'all saying it right now, like it was
I
a
don't
bad
care
thing
about
though.
it.
No, what I'm
I,
saying though, y'all using that as an example, and then when you asked Jackie right there, and she was like, yep.
Yeah, I
So
want them
like,
to get their nails
is
done.
that a
They're
thing that
taking
y'all
care
can
of
say?
themselves to getting the dirt out from under their nails. Yes. I don't
Well,
All right,
see it to
fuck
be
it, fuck it.
not respectful. So you're
You got
telling me it's not
you got the nail
respectful?
salon because y'all gonna say they taking care of themselves. Name another place.
But
so
y'all,
no, I
but
want to stay with that. I like that though.
the
I
point
like
is
that.
though,
I like
but
that.
when men come in, you can't be females can't talk and really be themselves when men come in there.
Right.
Yes, we
And not
do.
only that,
Yes, we
and not only
can.
that. No.
No, you
He's
can't
not
say
that. No,
everything you want to
Hey,
say
D,
now
hold
when
on,
that man
hold
come
on,
in
D.
there.
Hold on, D.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, and Sasha.
Because
D, jump in.
when a man come in, because you don't know who that man know, that might know your man, they might be connected or whatever. You can't say everything you gonna say to your homegirl while y'all all the females, and when two homeboys come in there to get they, you know what I'm saying, they nails, whatever they toes, whatever done, the conversation gotta switch up. They got, because you don't know who. Just like when the females walk into a man's area, the conversation got to switch up. That's what D coming at. Like now we gotta soften. Now we gotta soften it because you know what I'm saying. The other party walked in, so I kind of get both ends, man. You know what I'm saying.
That's only for people who are guilty. I
Yes,
don't
I was
switch
gonna
up.
say that. That's someone that's
I don't
hiding
switch up.
something.
I
It's
don't get
not
up.
really guilty, but you don't want everybody in your business too at the same time.
But most people don't come in to be nosy. Most people don't pay attention to a lick of a thing that you said and could
Oh, they
go in
gonna
there and get
listen.
services and leave.
That's when it's juicy. They gonna listen now. They
That's just
eavesdropping.
a nosy person who, and 9 out of 10, if they listen, they gonna insert in the conversation.
No, people, no. They gonna wait.
So
They go home and get on TikTok and do a
Yeah.
story time. Girl, I was
Look,
in the nail shop and I heard them talking about. I'm telling you, story time. I'm telling you for real. That's how it's
no,
gonna
but
go.
to the point of the nail shop, right? And men do. I've seen men go in there, and most of the
Excuse
time
me
I've
for
seen
one
guys
second,
go in there.
y'all.
You good? Most of the guys I've seen go in there were like pro athletes, or they worked in construction. So to keep those ingrown nails, under control, that's where they went to, right? And that's understandable. And then you got the other group of guys that like to be halfway women. That's their thing, right? So I can't tell you how they interact or participate in those spaces. But the difference is the men that go in there and get their nails done, they're out. They're out. They're not hanging around cleaning wine glasses with the women folk and trying to get into the discussion of what women are talking about. They're not talking about who's doing their hair, whose cramps bothering them, what your daughter did that got on your nerve and remind you. Like, that's not happening. Dude, come in there, listen, put these bad boys, file them down, whatever. I'm out. Here's the $40 or $50 or 60 or whatever. Thank you. Schedule me for about whatever the time may be. That's it. But on the other hand, in men's spaces, we gather because a lot of time. And when was the last time you hung out?
Just with the fellas.
Yeah,
Yeah. Even by myself, man. It's been a minute, man. I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, it's been a while. It's been
and that's
man. Yeah, it's
and
been a
that's the
while.
thing. That's the thing.
You're married
So
though,
what?
right? You're
But
married,
no,
right?
but yeah, I am. But
So
but
when you
my
do
my
a lot of things, you and your wife do those things together, right?
right, correct,
When you go
correct. But
out,
she
you're
do.
normally with her.
Right. But she do encourage me. She like, hey, if you, cause I do got a brother that's out here, just me and my brother out here in Fayetteville. Cause we were not originally from Fayetteville, but um, she encouraged me like, yo, if you want to go out, I don't have to be with y'all. Y'all can go out and have a brother time, and hang out and whatever. So she don't mind me doing that, but me, I choose just I done got old. I don't party so much, so I'm not really into going out anymore. Unless I'm with my wife, we celebrating our anniversary, or we just me and her having a good time or something like that. But if my brother called though, hey bro, let's step out for a little while. We might, something like that. But she don't mind.
But your brother ain't gonna take you to a place that's of a club. It's gonna be somewhere chill. It's gonna be like a sports bar or a cigar lounge or something of that nature.
No, my brother, he gonna try to take me wherever.
He gonna take you
He gonna try to take
because
me wherever. I ain't gonna
he
lie.
must be real younger then.
Yeah, he not
Yeah.
too much younger than me, but he still got a younger mentality. But he like to party, but he he ain't gonna let me do nothing I ain't supposed to. If I get to drinking, I get to tripping, and I try to dance on somebody. Oh, bro, now, sis at the house now. You know that, sis. You know what I'm saying? He gonna check me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't finna go off like that. But that's the type of guy he is, though. But he just like to go where he
Right.
want to go. Like,
No,
So
but listen,
what's the difference between going to a cigar lounge where majority of the staff is women or going to Hooters where the girls are there with, their butts out and everything. There's going to be women in all environments that you go to.
no.
but the different, but that's a difference in that because them women are working, so they
Right.
yeah, they're at work. They're not. They're
What?
just.
So he in the video he did state that a lot of the staff were women. So it's not the
Mhm.
same. Um,
Yeah,
those
because they
women,
was put there to serve the guys that was coming
right?
in.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and a lot of times women in cigar lounges that are working, which is rare, they're aficionados. They actually go to the plants and the factories and get their hands on some of that tobacco. They can tell you the difference between a Robusto and the Churchill. tell you the difference between a Maduro and a Connecticut. And so a lot of times it's a big difference. There's a science that comes with that. So when you see a woman in there and she's behind that counter, you
She
know
know
she
what
knows
she
shit.
doing.
Because if not, get your cute ass out of here.
Yeah, you ain't
Ugly
just sitting
Linda,
up being cute. You gotta know your
uh,
cigars.
ugly Linda, come up in here and smoke this pipe with the
Ugly
boys.
Linda.
You know, so
Okay.
that's the difference. But with I'm glad you brought that up because that brings up a valid point, right? Like you go to Hooters, which is it is the main attraction is the women. But if you're not single, well, it's just I'm look, that's nice, but I can't do nothing with that. I'm focused on the game. I'm having laughs with the boys. I'm kicking back, and then that's the end, right? So it's not a congregating spot. You know, it's a get your meal, enjoy a game or two, and then you leave. The cigar
Oh,
lounge,
only,
you hanging out because the cigar itself is about 45, 50 minutes.
Hmm.
oh, I ain't going to no Hooters by myself to watch no sports. You know what I'm saying? My wife ain't with me. You know what I'm saying? I go a regular lounge. I ain't going to no Hooters. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I let regular female walk through the door, but I ain't finna. Yeah, I ain't finna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? She ain't with me. You feel me?
That's what's up, man. Well, look, anybody got any lasting questions, comments on the question that was posed? Because we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Hey,
You
all right.
got
So
me
getting
tired
into the
now.
next topic, I need y'all to stretch because these topics right here came hard, like from the people that was in the comments last time, and they was asked to send in questions, and they took the time to hit the email and send in questions. They said, "What's wrong with friends with benefits?" This is coming from Lakeisha Nix in Brooklyn, New York.
What's wrong with friend benefits?
Let beautiful take. Go ahead, beautiful. Lead us off on this one. Because
She ready for
Okay.
too. She ready
the
too.
thoughts was brewing. The thoughts was
Look, she was
brewing.
ready.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I,
Before you go there, this is what I read from you. Something it didn't trigger you, but it took you to a place where you were like,
Never again. Never again.
oh, no, 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 no. I never did friends with benefits, never have. But what I would say is when you do friends with benefits, is some attachment there. It don't always end up just being friends with benefits.
You
That's
get it
how
right
it
now?
starts. But when you start doing things more than a friend with a benefit and you spending extra time with a person, it becomes like a relationship without being solidified. So yeah.
That's how I got married. Friends with benefits. That's how I
Yeah,
got
Exactly.
married.
It didn't end where
That's how I got
y'all
married.
both just doing your own thing. You ain't calling her, she ain't calling you, worried about what you doing. She see you with somebody, y'all could be in the same spot and she just, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Or hey, how you doing? It's she gonna give you that eye or he gonna be texting that phone like, yo, bro, what's up? What you doing with oh boy? Something like that. So it don't become friends with benefits when you start asking questions.
Man, I'm telling you, brother. That's a fact
So
though.
that's the problem. If you're doing friends with benefits, you got to understand no attachment means don't worry about where I'm at, who I'm sleeping with, who else is doing XYZ, none of that. We
Only
just
rich people
it's
can do
this is
that shit,
this.
bro. Only rich people can do that friends with benefits shit, man. That's only for rich
Not
people,
even
man.
them. They don't even
that's
do it. They don't
that's
even do it. Because it's all about
You don't think
money.
so?
so
No, rich people have
they
more
they
problems than regular people do. They
they
Man,
just
they
hide it in front of a camera until they can't take it anymore. And then when they can't take it, they explode and then it end up all over social media.
but listen though, but friends with but they rich. Why catch feelings when you can just you're rich? You could just buy somebody whatever you want and just have fun. Like you're rich.
They do, but they don't need to be friends with. Those are like groupies. Oh, what happened?
Real shit.
Yeah, those are like groupies.
Man, I'm
Really.
telling you, man, us normal people, man, they talking about some friends with benefit. Then 2 weeks later, you in love.
Well,
No, why you
that's
talking to
how it
her?
started then as friends with benefits. But like I said, when you
It don't
start
never
doing
end like
things
that.
and laying up It's an attachment that been grown. If you're not strong enough to understand that this is that, and you don't develop feelings. The problem is if you really don't want to be friends with benefits, and one person saying they do, and the other person strongly like stuck to it, like, hey, I just want to be friends with benefits, nothing more. But the other person just agrees with you so they could be a part of your life. And then that's where they develop the strong feelings for. And now you got a problem on your hand. Because either you're going to have a person that understands and either deal with what it is, or you're going to have a person that don't understand and end up being obsessed with you and be crazy.
Man, you got to be on the same fucking page. You got to have the
So
same
yeah.
mindset. Like for real. Like you got to have the same mindset, man. You got to be on the same page, man. Because that's basically how me and Diamond was, man. We met. We were just doing shit, man. We were having fun. She done took me to Miami. You know what I'm saying, for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? We done balled out. Like I'm doing stuff for her. Like we were just friends, but then we both knew we didn't want no relationship. But then we kicked it until we did. You know what I'm saying? Then we came in a relationship. Then we end up getting married. But like you say, man, it don't always end like that. They start like that, friends with benefit, but then people catch feelings, man. People catch feelings. It don't never end like that. You gotta be rich, man. You gotta be rich, man. You gotta be rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all
Hey,
think?
Jay.
What's up, Sasha? What you got on that one?
Well, I'm not a friends with benefits type of girl. So if there's something else that can benefit me from the friendship, then we can explore that. But just having sex with someone
All
just
right.
to have sex,
I'm
I'm
glad
not.
everybody went the same direction. Now I'm
Yeah, I'm
about to
not with
flip
it.
it on your ass because I thought about the same question for a while when I got it in an email. So now I want y'all ladies and fellas to really think about this, but more so towards the ladies. What's wrong with friends with benefits? And everybody quickly went to the sexual side. But there's more benefits to having a friend than just sex. Like, there's a lot of ladies that got friends that'll, like, they used to mess with, that they can call up and that person will come no matter where they at, side the road, or broke down car, need a jump. You got benefits with people that's outside of the bedroom. So I'm not even gonna ask why everybody quickly went that direction. I know, because that's the first thing that the culture tell us. But when you really look deep down inside, there's more benefits that both men and women have. Like, it's some guys that can call a girl at any time. Hey, look, I'm hungry real quick. Can you run by Chick-fil-A, grab me something? I don't feel like going out, and DoorDash too high. Can you be my DoorDash tonight? Boom, dong, dong. Don't even come in. Don't do nothing. Hey, eat food. Just want to make sure you were good, because she trying to get in. Like, if he a single guy, got his own place, like I've had that happen. Like, man, when I had COVID, it was like I could call up somebody, and that ain't no sexual thing. It's just like I had somebody that was beneficial, that would come and drop it off at the doorstep, keep it moving, and text me, hey, your stuff at
And
the door.
that's bro assist to me, man. Friends with benefits, we fucking and we buying shit. That's friends with
That's
benefits.
part of what I was saying when the attachment comes. Even if it's
We
not
fucking, we buying
sexual.
shit. That's friends with benefits. If you come look out for
Right.
me like that, hey man, I don't feel like going out bringing me some door. Hey, that's my bro. That's my sis right there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's bro. That's sis, man. Friends with benefits. That we back in the day. That's all we know that's why we went straight there. That's because that's all we know. That's
Jay,
all we know.
you a little too quiet on this, Jay.
So she's soaking it
I
all in.
I agree with what you guys are saying. I agree with what you guys are saying.
But yeah, man.
I don't think there's
Nah,
anything wrong with friends with benefits. I think you need that.
Yeah, it's nothing
Whoa,
wrong
let's
with it if
go.
that's what
Here
you
But
we
I
want to
but
go.
I
do.
This is
get
the
but
But
I
end of the
get
show
what
right
bro's
here.
saying though. I
I've been
get what
waiting for
bro's
this.
saying.
I've been.
I get
Hey,
what
this
bro's
the
saying.
turn of the show right here, y'all. Jackie, speak your mind and say what you want to say. You said we need that.
Yeah, you need a friend with benefits.
Oh shit! Go ahead and
Jada.
talk, girl. Speak on it. How so?
I can't hear you anymore.
no, he said speak on it. It got low.
Um, that's all I want to say about it because I don't know who's watching.
Oh, say less.
Got
All right. So
okay.
here's the situation. It's a conundrum. Uh, there are there are other dynamics where intercourse doesn't play a role, right? And those are probably the most beneficial of all because those seem to be more long term. It seems to be more open of understanding. And when somebody does engage into intercourse and have the proverbial agreement of in and out, well, you need to learn actually how to be in and out, right? You can't sit around and talk about what happened at your job. You can't tell people about your problems of any sort. You can't even help them with their problems. You need to get what you're going to get, have long it lasts, and you go home. You don't lay, you don't ask for water, you don't ask if you can do anything. Get that Dutch.
Damn, I can't even get
Right?
water.
No,
Can't even get a bottle of
absolutely.
water.
No,
That's
no,
crazy.
because what ends up happening is you could have got the water if we didn't sweat each other out. Could have got all the water. You could have got any ocean you thought about at that point. But because we sweat each other out and we supposed to have this dynamic, we ain't supposed to be buying each other shit, hanging out. Now you outside with this girl and your hands locked like this. Your mama ain't met her, your sister ain't met her, your aunt ain't met her, but somehow your third cousin see her, take a picture, and your mama got it. Well, who is this girl, baby? What's her name? She sure is pretty. Why ain't I never heard of? Oh, no, no, no. You messing up. You messing up. So, yes, there can be situations where I do agree with Jackie a little bit. Yeah, there needs to be situations for people who need to get that relief if they're just that pent up. But even then, it needs to be a short-lived thing. It needs to be like a 2-week contract. Understood. Hey, 14 days, we can reconvene. Probably later, you need to go live your life. I need to go live my life. Figure this thing out. I need to go on a spiritual guide, work or somehow. But I don't need to be in the mix of going back and forth with you because people gonna be people. And one thing people are truly fickle. They're gonna be fickle in their emotions. They're gonna be fickle in their behaviors. They're gonna be fickle in their intellect. They're gonna switch up because they're gonna want what they're gonna want. You hang around Jackie too long, you go, oh man, I realized her hair real pretty. Man, her skin, man, her teeth are really, man, I didn't realize that. But had I just went home after my time being there, none of that would have mattered. If I don't follow her on Instagram, we ain't friends on Facebook. I don't even have your number saved. You send a smoke signal and a kite. Like, oh, I gotta go to Jackie house. Like, no, you gotta do certain things in a certain way. And like you were saying, beautiful, that there has to be that understanding. A lot of people don't have that understanding because once feelings get involved, emotions get high, and intellect get low.
Emotions make you cry sometimes.
I was thinking emotions probably telling her she can stay the night.
Mm, mm-mm,
He like, no, I don't
mm-mm.
care about the emotion. You got to go home.
Right, because like you said,
Thirsty
because
too.
you
You
went
gotta
in.
go home thirsty too.
Yeah,
No water.
yeah,
No water. No water for
no, no,
you.
no water. You
You
going
can get this, but no water.
because the thing about it is like when you really visit yourself truly, honestly, go through the halls of your mind and you find things there like, oh shit, this is here, this is there. Then you interact with somebody in that way and you open up their mind in a way that they're seeing some of the things that you now had been seeing. Now they're finding it attractive. And when people find something attractive, what do? They want to revisit it again and again and again and again and again and again. Cut that shit off. Or end
Okay,
up getting married like Ant.
huh? What happened?
So, or end up getting married like Ant.
Sasha, you want to chime in on that one?
Well, again, like I said, I'm not a friends with benefits type of person unless, there are other benefits to be gained by the
Like
friendship
water.
other than yeah, well, yeah, I'd like to have some water. I'd like to have some water. Yes. But yeah, other than
Quality H2O.
intercourse, if there are other benefits that can be gained other than intercourse, then yes, I can explore that. But um yeah, the sexual aspect of it, I'm not for it. I'd rather be in a relationship than just to have benefits, or I'd rather practice abstinence. So that's all I have to put with that.
All right, we're on to the next topic then. Here we go. They said, question, Anthony Price out of Jacksonville, Florida said, who taught you how to be a mate?
What? Huh?
You taught you how to be a
Who taught you how to be a mate? So like everybody out here looking for the word I can't stand. They're a person and they're a mate and they're someone. But like did I wish motherfucker would call me that person. But
That shit sounds like slavery.
it does, right? Like my person. my person. Okay. But
Kept the papers on this one.
who taught you how to be a mate though? Like, is that like everybody else? You get taught everything else, right? How to tie a shoe, you get taught how to talk, how to walk, how to go to school, you get taught how to do every damn thing else. But who taught you how to be a mate is the question. From Anthony Price out of Jacksonville, Florida. Answer the question.
Anthony.
We do our best.
Yeah, I was gonna say it too.
Yeah,
Yourself.
can't nobody teach you how to be no mate? Like, can't nobody teach you how to be a father? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 39 years old. I just met my father. Like, I seen him 2 times. I met him for the third time like 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the best fathers you can meet.
I gotta break this up real quick. Breaking news, nigga. All right. So we're gonna get deep in these conversations because we talking a whole bunch of surface stuff. Like the reason why TMAX Network exists is because we don't allow conversations that go on the surface where everybody's in amen corner. Let me tell you this. Somebody can teach you how to be a dad.
Yeah.
And the reason being, listen, hold on, let me get my thought out real quick, and then I'm gonna let you respond first. Respond to this. So if your dad wasn't there and everything you heard about him was horrible, and he was a woman beater, and he was a whoremonger, and he was all of this shit, and then you finally had kids, could his example of what not to do teach you how to be a better father?
Some people let that be their excuse to not being a
Could
father.
that teach you how to be a better father?
That's what I'm saying. People use that as an excuse to not being a father. Oh, my father wasn't there for me. Oh, but we want.
I just gave you, brother.
But listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying though. Ain't nothing about that man taught me how to be how to be a father to my kids.
Whether you like to believe it or not.
That's the man that I am. That's
right.
what my grandma, my mama and them taught me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna tell you
just
something
growing
right
up
now.
with them.
And your mama and them taught you how to be a man that your dad couldn't?
You said that they what?
No, because I asked you a question about the guy through his example of what not to do, teach you how to be a better father. And now it sounds like you just were saying that your that's what your grandma and your mama.
Oh, you say he could teach me how to be a better father by not being there?
No, like through example, because what you said was, can't nobody teach you how to be a father?
Yeah, because my dad ain't teach me how to be no daddy.
That don't mean he couldn't.
Father to my kid.
That don't mean he couldn't have.
But he did, and so he didn't teach. So how did he help me be a father to my kids?
No, you ever watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
You going personal? The question.
No, I'm asking you. I'm trying to understand what you're saying because you said.
All right, so let me put the question back up, and this is the reason why I was saying people talking around the question. Who taught you how to be a mate? Y'all said can't nobody teach you that. So like back in the day, they had what was those classes called, debutante or some shit? Where they etiquette classes and all that. Where they used to really teach kids how to conduct themselves. Then they used to go in depth and teach them how to conduct themselves in a role. And that's the reason why the question is posed, I believe, because I sat back and I thought about it. So I believe in gender roles. I believe in roles that you play. So if you're in a relationship, there's a certain way that a man's supposed to conduct himself, and there is a level of expectation that a woman expects you to conduct yourself. But if you've never been shown that by anybody, and you're just making up in your head, no TV influenced you. Because see, how do you know how to be whatever you are? You either saw it, heard it, or was literally taught it.
Okay.
No,
Who
it's
influenced
what you
you of
go.
how to even, huh?
It's what
Who
you
taught you how to
go
shave?
through. It's what you go through.
What I'm saying is your
It's
beard
what
wouldn't
you
even
go
be
through.
shaped up like that if you ain't see that from somewhere else.
Nah, because my personal appearance. I love my personal appearance, so I'm gonna always make sure that I'm gonna make
I'm
a way
using
before
an
I see.
example,
It
bro.
don't take somebody else for me to do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not inspired by somebody else. I live by what I go through.
And
You
you
know what I'm
wouldn't even
saying,
walk on 2 feet if you hadn't saw that done before,
bro?
bro. You'd be on all fours right now.
Hey,
I just don't agree with that, brother. I just
man,
don't agree with
I'm gonna
my daddy
I'm gonna tell
taught
you
me
right
how
now.
to be a father because he was never there for me. And
No,
I got
not your
7 kids
dad.
and I'm in
No, 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 no.
all my kids' lives. Nah,
No,
But
I
did
don't
that
agree with that, bro.
that's not
your
what he
father
said.
not being there made you want to
He's
be a
saying
better
his dad.
man to your kids, right?
But I'm saying what else? Who you said who? Him not
I said
being
your
there
Well,
made me
father,
be a better father.
yes.
That has nothing to do with him.
Hmm.
and I'm gonna tell you like this.
If he was in my life or not, I was gonna be there for my kids.
Right. So here's the situation. I will agree with you on that partially. The only thing that I'm going to disagree with you is on the fact that when you say you didn't pick up anything from anybody. So somebody has been kind to you, haven't they?
Yeah,
Somebody's been kind to you in your life. Bottom
right,
line. So
right.
through that kindness, there was a response there. Now, a lot of people don't know this, that attraction is a biological response, not a choice. Kindness, if you treat somebody kind, they're like, damn, I appreciate that. Thank you. They've learned something. Something got ingrained in them that they learned. And they felt an experience that it's different from each person. Because kindness from Jackie is not going to seem like kindness from Beautiful or Sasha or MrTKO or myself. So all these different acts of kindness, or even be the same act, but it's going to be a different experience because each person have their own set of energy that comes with their act of kindness.
I
And
know
in
somebody
that,
personally that got his mama, they got his daddy,
right,
he got his granddaddy, he
right,
got all the positive
right.
role models in his life.
And we know a girl that whose
But hold
daddy,
on, but he
and
still
we
don't
know
do
a
for
girl
his
whose
kids.
daddy been, and we know a girl whose daddy been the most supportive dude in her whole life, and she turned out to be a whole hoe. Come on now, we know people have their choices, but at the end of the day,
That's
you
what I'm
learn.
saying. That's
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
you
That's
still
why I go.
learn. You still, guess what, Anthony? She knows what a good man is. She learned because her daddy was that good man. She just rebelled. She decided to be foolish. And although your daddy may not have been there, not taking up for him, not dissing your mama, but you don't know the whole ins and out of their dynamic. You only got whatever piece
I know that.
of scrap.
I do know now. He told me to my face I didn't want to pay child support.
That's
I
one
think
thing.
y'all missing the main word in the question. The main word in the
I'm
question.
saying,
Hold on,
can't
Ant.
nobody teach you how
Let
to
me
be
say
a
this real quick.
husband. Can't nobody
Now
teach
listen,
you how to
Ant,
be
the main
anything.
word in the question that was posed. See, you took it and twisted it to your dad. Nobody
Right.
said that shit. Hold on, let me get this out. You put it on your specific situation, and you start saying he didn't teach you nothing. The question is, can somebody be taught how to be something? And you said no.
That's what I was referring to, brother. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he didn't teach me how to be a father. I'm still a great father. What I'm saying is, can't nobody teach? I can be the greatest husband. I can tell my son. I can be my son live with me. He can see me be the best husband in the world. But he his own man. When he go out there and get his wife, he's not gonna be the same husband that I am. Even though
So
I try
so
to teach him how to be the best husband to be and show him the right way, but he's still gonna be his own man.
I think we
I agree with
misconstruing
you
what.
on that. I ain't disagree with you on that. The question
That's what
is
I'm
though,
saying. So
you
I feel
took the
like
question,
you just
but you
gotta.
took the question and first off you personalized it, and then you started by speaking on your personal topic. you started slowly removing the word taught. And what I'm saying is your initial response was, can't nobody teach you how to be this, can't nobody teach you that. Theoretically, you would be right because anybody can choose to go how they want to go. But the words say raise up a child in the way that you should want them to go, and they should never part. You see what I'm saying? So like, just because somebody didn't teach you something, don't mean they couldn't have.
You can't make me agree with that though, brother. That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't have to agree with it.
Everybody for their own opinions. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Everybody for their own opinion. I just don't agree with that.
I'm not trying to make you agree with it, but the word taught itself.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make you bow down because the whole situation is this. You can deny it. You learn shit from people in places that you never been. Bottom line.
I need to call some people up.
You learn shit from people in places you've never been. You never stuck your hand over a fucking 5-alarm fire, but you knew if you did, that shit was gonna tear your ass up. You damn sure didn't go outside and dance with a lightning rod in a fucking storm because you knew that was gonna tear your ass up. You learned. You didn't have to do it. You didn't have to see it. You learned shit. So yes, people can teach you how to be a mate, and the people that teach you is going to be examples in so many ways. But the thing about it is, no, that's not opinion. What is diet? Because you're about to learn something right now. What is diet?
But no matter how you flip it,
no.
That's my opinion. We can't focus on one opinion. We got other people on here. We got other people on here now. You can't focus on one opinion.
And right now they're learning.
Can't focus on one opinion, brother.
He right, D.
It's a lot of people on here. No matter how you flip it, bro, I don't agree.
No, you don't have to agree. You don't have to agree. But the whole situation is facts are facts, right?
That's your fact.
You learned that. No. You don't get to create a fact.
If it was a question, if it was a fact, it wouldn't be a question. If it was a fact, it wouldn't be a question.
That's not true.
They asked us a question, bro, and it's up to us to agree or disagree. I disagree with it. So we need to move on to the next person. You feel me?
That's not what it, I'm gonna help you out. I got you.
Hold on for a second, my guy. Move on to the next person because what he's trying to allude to is no matter how you spin it on factual information, we're not trying to get him to agree.
No, I'm not. But the whole situation, I'm not talking to him no more. I was talking to him about that.
Go ahead, D.
So the situation is this. Diet, it means lifestyle. What is lifestyle? It's what you consume. You consume by watching, you consume by doing, you consume by seeing, you consume by hearing. Those are the ways you learn. Bottom line. So you're always learning. Everything you do, whether it's hands-on or hands-off, you're fucking learning. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. That's not subjective. That's not an innuendo. That's just what life is. We live on facts. So yes, you learn how to be a mate from one, the person you're dealing with directly. Two, examples of people and things that you see. That looks pretty good, damn cool. I may want to try that and see if it works. So now you're learning by trial and error. You didn't get it directly from that person, but you were taught indirectly. Then the person you're dealing with is teaching you directly. So yes, you can learn how to absolutely be a fucking good mate. So who taught you? If it's nobody, it's nobody because you haven't figured that out yet. You haven't figured out the person that you with taught you because the shit that you doing with them, that's your mate. You damn sure wouldn't do it with nobody else. Cigar me.
Hey, listen. Here's the double down on taught. Right. The reason I say that is because I think majority of the people up here have children, and we're not making it personal. That's why before we hit the live button, I told y'all if you start spinning it personal, I get it. If something like because the answer and nobody trying to make you answer one way or another, and I agreed with you when you said you can do everything you want to do with a child and they can go and be whatever. Just like you gave the example of somebody having a mom, dad, granddaddy, and everybody else, uncles, positive. But then you said something like positive role models. That's an opinion. And if somebody sets a kid down, I tell you what, you take two children And one, you sit down and you literally, by teaching, meaning you leading by example with the shit you saying, and not because most parents lead by, I tell you how to do this. Don't smoke, and then they light up a cigarette. Don't drink, and then they turn up a Budweiser. So like a motherfucker could be taught directly or indirectly, and that just because you either not you. When I've talked through the panel to the people that's gonna see this on the replay and 10 years from now. So when a person shows you what they've been telling you, and there's no hypocrite behind it, and they're telling you that this is the way to go, and you, number one, respect them to either listen to them, see what they're doing, and following their footsteps. That's called, first of all, that's called being a parent. Now, just because somebody didn't do that don't mean that they couldn't have. So the question was, who taught you how? And then immediately y'all started saying, or you started saying, nobody can teach you how to be a mate, or how to be a parent, or how to be a. So can't nobody teach you nobody shit then, in other words, in that case. You just let people just fly off and grow up like however they want to.
You can show them. You can show them. I mean, you can show them. I mean, but at the end of the day, like I said, everybody their own person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
because
they're gonna do what
they
they want to do.
drop
You know
out,
what I'm
or
saying?
kids graduate that don't do nothing, but a teacher still taught.
But what I'm
Like
saying,
the lesson was taught. That don't mean.
Hey, hold on. You said don't go too personal. You know what I'm saying? But the daddy situation, that, you know, I don't care about that. That's why I bought it. I'm just saying, I just use that as an example as teaching, because I'm a father of 7. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like teaching somebody how to be a father, teaching somebody how to be a good husband. I feel like that just had to be in the person. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that just had to be who you are. I don't care how much you're taught, how much you're shown. It has to be in you. You have to
Facts.
want it. You have to want it. So that's just how I personally feel. I'm not saying y'all are wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, but that's how I personally feel. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I'm
But
not
that's
Yeah.
saying y'all,
decision.
y'all,
That
oh,
We
that
y'all
that.
respect
wrong.
your
Y'all,
opinion.
y'all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
No,
talking
no,
some bull.
no.
No, I ain't saying
But
that. I'm
no,
just
look,
saying how
nobody's
I
disagreeing
feel.
with you. Nobody's disagreeing. That's the difference. Is you're speaking about your feelings, and you have your right to do so. Every man is entitled to his feelings, but no
Yeah.
man has the right to be wrong within facts. So the fact is, you could be taught something, rather you apply it or not. You were taught. Like I said, you didn't stick your hand in that 5-on-5 because
So
you
I was
knew
taught.
that
I
that
was
five.
taught out. So he taught me to
Hold on,
move like
hold
him.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Again, you didn't stick your hand in that 5-on-5 because you knew that shit was hot. There was a lesson that took place at some point in time. You're like, Ant not gonna stick his hand in that damn fire. Ant not gonna go out there and dance in the lightning storm with a lightning rod tied to his head. Ant not gonna jump off no damn cliff without no parachute. So there's many lessons that come in life. And like I said, the thing about it is you can be taught. That doesn't mean you always apply what's taught to you. Yes, you're right. You have that dynamic, that dichotomy where you choose to do the things that you want to do with or without the information that has been relayed to you.
But
Mhm.
Yes,
everybody
that is
don't have a strong mindset like I do.
no,
Some
no.
people come. Some people can be like, "Oh, dang, shoot, my daddy just left and didn't
But
care. So
see,
shoot, maybe that's what I'm supposed to do." You know what I'm
but
saying?
that,
Some people ain't
but
strong as
again,
I am. You know what I'm saying? So
you
that could be. Oh, my daddy taught me to shoot, not be shit like him. Like shit, just make a kid and move on. And
Yeah.
shoot, I could
You're
go make
exactly right.
another family.
You could be taught how to do the wrong shit. Yep.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So that's why I don't believe like because everybody don't look at situation the same. Everybody not strong as me. Everybody not strong as you. Everybody not strong as
No,
her. You know what I'm
the
saying?
thing about it is the fact that it's being taught. And just because you didn't apply it in the way that it
That's why
was done doesn't mean you're not taught.
I feel like it's
Watch
more
this.
strong.
Hey, Mr. TKO, you fish, right?
Yes.
Would you throw your line the same way I throw mine?
No. Unless you teach me how to throw it like you.
And even still, you still have the decision on
But the way you
how
throw it
you want to do it.
might be better for you though. You might catch
Yeah,
more
you're
the way
right.
you throw it.
You're right, but I still could be taught how to do what he's talking about. Like you absolutely
That's
right.
that.
Everybody have freedom of choice to do or apply whatever they. But he hit it on the head, and I even said it before he started reading off like the the ways that people are taught by sight, by hearing. The word says that, but like it's literally a life principle. This ain't no opinion at that point. Like everything that we know, that's why it says nothing is new underneath the sun. Everything's full circle. Like the dreads you got on your head, the bald head I'm wearing, the hat that he wearing, and he got it popped up like that. Like everybody's doing what they've been taught through sight or hearing, bro. And that's nothing against what you said. I agree that you can try to tell a person how to be a certain way, and they still don't do that. You're absolutely right. I know people that had both parents in the house as well, and they totally went left. I know, and we all know the one phrase that we say that is like a cliche in our culture. A PK is sometimes the word. The worst ones, like so come on, like you can have an example and you still can make your own decision, but that don't mean you didn't have an example or be taught. But I'm gonna get the ladies in here because the question was driven towards more relationship. When it say taught, it say ladies, who taught you how to be a mate?
I would say it depends on the person that you're with. I'm gonna be a different mate with every person that I'm with because they're gonna teach me how to be the mate that they want me to be. While I'm with them, then I'm gonna be a completely different person mate with the next person.
Because one person gonna give you some water, the next one not.
Exactly.
That part.
I'll be a better mate to the one with water.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Beautiful gift. What you think? Who taught you how to be a mate?
I would say I did myself.
Yeah.
I taught myself it's just natural in me how to treat someone. I don't need to see how someone else treats someone to treat someone right or wrong. I just feel sometimes you could teach yourself how to love a person. You could teach yourself how to hate a person. You don't always need a coach to do everything. You don't always need
I agree with
everyone
that.
to guide you on everything in life. Some things is just taught within. It's just implanted in you. So that's how I feel.
Ant tripping, bro. Like, look at this.
So
What
I
would
you
agree
you
know
with
what?
say?
You know what? Though,
I mean
beautiful.
that's everything I just said.
Allegedly,
Yeah,
right?
I
But
mean,
here's watch
That's
this.
she just
literally
said either.
everything I just said.
Watch
All
this
right, so
though.
check this out.
The golden rule.
Let's pass it around. D,
Hey,
you're gonna
beautiful,
go after the ladies. Sabrina
beautiful
just
gift.
went, and Ant said she just
That's
echoed
facts.
everything he just said. Go ahead, Sasha, on you, and then we're gonna go with Jackie. D gonna take us from there.
Okay, so before I was even old enough to be in a relationship, I had examples with my parents, my grandparents, my uncle and his wife, my sister and her husband. So there were things that I liked that I seen in some couples that I knew that I wanted to have in my relationships. And there were things that I also seen that were things that I didn't want to have in my relationships. So once I started dating, of course, you learn how to love someone and you teach them how to love you as far as your love languages and all of that stuff. So, I mean, there are definitely examples on what to do and what not to do. It's just all in you how
And
you want to
you,
run your
because
situation.
because 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 your stuff didn't turn out like theirs, did it?
Cowboy hat. Huh?
Your stuff went how it went. Your relationship didn't turn out how
What you
theirs did
want to
went,
say,
did it?
bro?
Well, like I said, I had good examples and I also had bad examples.
Right. Right.
So,
On you, Miss Jackie.
once I started dating and I taught the person how to love me and also that person taught me how to love them. And then all of my situations didn't end the way that I would have liked them to end or didn't go as long as I would have wanted them to go. But yes, I learned through trial and error and I also learned through the people before me. So yeah.
Jackie, on you.
Yeah,
I
we
agree
want to
with
turned up
everything.
tonight. We turned up tonight.
I agree with
Yeah.
everything you guys are saying. There's just so many different depths. There's so many layers of a relationship. There's so many layers of being a mate. Like you can have the sexual, financial, mental, all of that. But then you have everything else. So there's like so many different layers. So everything you're saying is all true. It just all combines together.
All right, D.
Beautiful spoke about something. She don't even know what she really spoke, but I'm gonna help y'all out. The golden rule. What is the golden rule statement, TKO?
The golden rule.
Hmm? Do unto what?
Do unto
Others.
others as you would want them to do unto you.
Boom. Where did that was that taught?
That was absolutely taught. It was passed
So
down.
yes. So absolutely beautiful. Yes, you were methodical in your approach about I don't want to be treated like shit, so I'm not going to treat you like shit. If you don't respond to my kindness, I'm going to separate myself because my EQ and my IQ sit on another playing field. So that's why I don't treat people like shit because I don't want to be treated. That's taught. It's taught. It's not a happenstance, not a coincidence.
It's not natural feelings.
It's taught.
It's not natural feelings.
Okay, so
It's
even
not a
if
natural feeling not to be
even
wanted to be
if
treated
I
like
got,
shit and not treat the people like shit. That's a
listen,
natural feeling.
even if I got mistreated wrong,
You don't have to be taught
I'm
that.
not gonna go back because I'm gonna do unto others what they done to me. I'm gonna still treat someone nice. I'm still be kind. That's just who I am as a person. No
Your
one could
natural.
change that.
That's your
No matter
natural
But
how
feeling.
bad I get hurt, I
I don't think
never
you
took
follow.
my hurt to hurt
You
someone
didn't. You didn't
else.
follow. You didn't follow what I said.
Because my teacher did nice. He is so nice. He is nice. He's teaching me how to be nice. So I'm gonna be just like.
No, you're
Hey.
definitely not. You're definitely not following what I'm saying.
No, I'm
So
just
here,
saying,
let's
like,
try to. No, you're not following. You're not.
I don't really get it with
You,
the talk part,
I know
man.
you don't get it.
Y'all keep
So the
saying the
whole.
talk part. You could be taught. You keep saying it, bro. I don't really get it, bro.
You can
Okay,
be
so guess
told,
what?
but you
But
gotta
No,
there
you
are
can't.
practice
No,
it
no, no, no,
yourself.
no, 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 no. Stop. Let's stop. 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 Because
Maybe it's the
everybody.
examples you got y'all
No,
getting
no,
in the
no,
talk.
no, no,
What?
no. Because guess what? By example, you said you can't learn, so that won't matter, right? That's irrelevant based on your statement
You
and
could
your
be
stance.
shown. It's up to you
No,
to
no, no,
learn
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
You
no,
could be
no,
shown. It's up
no,
to
no,
you to
no.
learn it.
So if you're shown something, what are you being done then? If somebody's showing you something, what's the proper term for that?
taught.
Huh? Talk.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ant tripping, man.
It still ain't making sense though. It still ain't making sense to me, man. It's still
Yeah,
like I said,
But here's the situation.
it's who you are as a
look,
person. That's who
Guess
you are, man.
guess what?
I don't.
5 years from now, you're gonna be walking. You're gonna be
Either way you
walking
go around the board, man. You keep dancing around the board, dance around the
five
board,
years from now.
talk this,
hey,
teaching
D, hold
that,
on for a second, D. D, hold on
dress
for a
up
second.
like a teacher, wear your bow tie, whatever you want to do.
Hey,
I'm
Ant,
gonna do. People gonna do what they want to do.
yeah, you're right. So let me make this point real quick. So the point that I was driving home with the talk from the question that was posed, right? And I'm just gonna say this, bro. Like I told you, I'm talking through y'all. I ain't even talking to y'all right now.
Now
I'm
we
talking to
all
the
right,
people that
man. We
may see
all
this
right.
later on. So here's the thing that I believe that's a real big problem in our culture is that when I run into other cultures, right, and I'm not comparing nothing. Everybody out here trying to survive, so ain't no culture to me in these days doing that much better and that much worse. That's just how I see it, right? But let me tell you this: you can't. We the only fucking culture that everybody is saying they want to talk shit. That everybody's saying that they, and then as you hear, not talking about y'all, whoever said whatever opinion y'all said on the panel, I'm not using your opinion as an example. I'm talking to what I see in my lived experience. Everybody out here basically telling these new kids, like, y'all just raise your damn self. And that's what they're doing. And the funny part behind it is they're seeing all of the bullshit that we not teaching them, and they go in a different direction. That's why this next generation is about to be some real leaders out here, AI and all of those shit and STEM. But what I'm saying is, here's the thing. Other cultures, the first thing that the men and the women will tell you when you get to digging into like how they operate and how they think nowadays. And the first thing they start saying is, "Oh, my mother would teach me how to blah 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 blah," and my father, he would teach me this that.
Bro, you don't think our culture
Let
doing
me
that
finish
though?
my point. I'm talking to my audience. He would go, it's different cultures, Asian culture, African culture. It's different, like it's way different cultures. That the first thing you start asking them how they even think the way they think now and how they're moving. The first thing they start telling you is somebody taught them that. And the question I had is everybody on the panel other than Ant, because we know his opinion and we're not trying to change that. But everybody else on the panel trying to tell me that you can't be taught something.
No, bro, you could be taught, bro. You could be taught something. But listen what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Parents, we just saying right on live on air that we not gonna teach our kids shit.
But no, you taking it to another level when you say that now. But look, you can't say that our culture is not teaching our kids because our kids are hold on. You making it like you saying that other cultures are they being taught. Black parents are teaching their kids how to do everything, but these kids are making their own decision these days, and that's with any culture these days. Like that's not just with our culture. That's with hold on. Let me finish too.
No, listen. When I hear bullshit, I got to call it, bro.
Come on, bro. You just let me. I just let you talk. You said our culture. You said our culture, bro.
Hold on. You know 5 households yourself that ain't being taught shit. The kids can come and go as they please, but the neighbor kids can't. Like you know 5 households yourself where we from. That in that household, they are being taught though. They're just being taught how not to do certain shit.
Can't blame that on everybody, man.
I would say
but that's not blame. That's not a blame.
The
that's not a
parents
blame.
are trying to be the child's friend instead of the parent. That's why there's no guidance and no one is being taught because everybody's trying to be friends in that situation. Sometimes parents are not the parent, but the friend of the child.
So guess what you're doing?
No, they going to school. They seeing the rap shit. Then they friends influencing them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just all the parents every time, man. It's the influence, man. It's the influence.
Hey, look, this right here gonna prove everything, man. I'm gonna share my screen and share something with y'all real quick. Like this, the reason why I like talking in real absolutes versus just opinion. That was the problem when we started invoking our opinion into it. So what we're gonna do right now is bring up the word taught or teach. And it literally says show or explain to someone how to do something. It has nothing to do what they end up doing. I don't give a fuck what they end up doing.
We talking about today's time.
Going to jail and going all over the place. But that shit said shown or explained how to do something.
There you go. Regardless what your environment is, that's it. You can be taught good and bad, ladies and gentlemen. Hands on, hands off.
I said that too. We could be taught good and bad. Didn't I say that?
No, you didn't, because you denied it. The whole situation was.
No, I said if some people can't. I said some people don't have a strong mind as us. Some people would take like, hey, my daddy wasn't there for me, so I don't have to be there for my child. I can go make another family.
Well, guess what?
I said that. I said that.
Right
I did say that. Did I say that though? But did I say that?
No. Hold on.
You said I didn't say that, but did I say that?
Hold on.
You did say that, brother.
No. I'm not discrediting that shit. What I'm going to get on him about is when we got to the word shown. And what did I say? What does the proper term for shown is? And you read the definition. Before you did that.
Shown me shit.
Yeah, he did.
I think that's what we
You don't have to accept it.
All Ant had to do was say that this was a sensitive topic.
No, it's not, bro. No, it's not, bro. I'm just using it as an example, bro.
We're gonna move on past it
because I'm just using it as an example.
Check this out, man. If you need, look, we're gonna talk after this. We good. It was just a topic that got caught up in the mix, and we started getting personal.
Y'all making it personal, bro. I use it as an example. What I'm telling you, I don't believe in it. Everything that I said, y'all said it in other words. Miss Beautiful, she said the exact same thing I said. You agree with me. All y'all agree with me, but then everybody's right, but we just got different views on it. Like I said,
No.
everybody was right, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like nobody's wrong. I'm not wrong. Y'all can't tell me that I'm wrong.
No, I wouldn't tell you were wrong. But
No,
D was
I'm gonna tell you you were wrong
changed
about
the
the
subject when
word
he
taught.
said fact or opinion. Fact is fact. It don't matter how the fuck it feel
Right.
to you. It's a fact. Like literally,
Right.
you know everything you know right now. You wouldn't even know how to put, like, you wouldn't even know that you wanted tattoos if nobody hadn't had a fucking tattoo before you. Okay. All right. I digress. This ain't TikTok, y'all. So, like, if language and all that is gonna get you riled up, this is a uncensored, unfiltered conversation. I'm gonna ask anybody on the panel before we move to the next topic. Y'all got anything y'all want to say towards who taught you how to be a mate?
Ain't nobody teach me shit.
You know what?
No,
I wish I could be
I've
that for you.
said what I needed to say about it.
Gotcha.
Listen.
Next topic we going through
I'm
real
saying
quick
this.
is,
I
do
envy.
men
I
even
envy.
care about marriage nowadays?
Do men care about marriage? Yes, they do. They just don't care to go through unnecessary processes with people who refuse to not be indignant.
This question is coming from Nene Edwards once again out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Nene says, do men even care about marriage nowadays? And I'm gonna go with Jackie. What's your opinion?
I would say yes. I think the person am married to wants to be married forever, cares about his kids seeing marriage, cares about coming from a family that was married, wants to see other people married, encourages others to be married. So I would say yeah.
Beautiful guest. You think men care about being married nowadays?
Yes, I do. I need
Sasha,
okay.
I don't think so. I don't think
why you
so.
say that?
I don't think men really care about being married. I think for not all men, but for the most part, they just want to be able to have friends with benefits without giving water. So, yeah, I don't really think they care about it.
Go around the table.
D,
Go around the table, please.
D, do you care about being married?
Hell yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because what people don't understand marriage is community. Everybody is looking too far outward for community. Family is fucking community. What is the strongest bond about that community? Your connection. When people talk about, man, when I was younger, boy, you used to go down the street and everybody tear your ass up. Because why? Everybody was related to you in some fucking way. Family is community. You live amongst people who you're not speaking to because they're not your fucking family. You have no connection with them. Yeah, men want that. Because if something was to happen to me, and i.e., my wife or spouse or significant other becomes really sick and ill, and then all of a sudden she's no longer in this realm, well, who is there? If I'm in a place where I don't have my community, yes, men care, but they don't care to go through the process where they're only looked at as a checkbook or they only looked at as a provider of services of things. Nobody wants to be used and then be unappreciated when they're being told, hey, I've done this for 10 plus years and we're going to be down for about 2 months. Can you help me out just a little bit, baby? No, I'm going to leave you. Wow. Wow.
And
So
does
then at that point, a man learns that I don't want to be involved with it.
yeah, do you think men care about being married? In your opinion?
Overall, yeah. Now I do. And these days I do. I feel like more men are growing up, man, and want to find that one lady that they can, spend the rest of their life with. Men, not boys. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about it.
Okay. I got something else y'all want to say towards it for?
TMAX, how do
What's
you
your
feel
take?
about?
Yeah, what's your
How do
take?
you feel about
I was just waiting to get my turn. That's why I keep
Oh,
putting it on y'all, because when I go,
okay.
we're gonna move on to the next topic. So I do think that men care, but I don't think that men are rushing to do that nowadays with the quality that's out there in the world for them to choose marriage from. Now, the
Quality
reason
that's
why I
out
say
there,
that
the
is,
quality they choose.
say that one more time.
The quality that's out there, the quality that they choose.
Nah. I was saying my opinion, and that's the quality that's out there, because we all come from this one app called TikTok, right? And KS over there on TikTok, and you look at what's now. We said marriage. We didn't. D came from there too. That's how I met him. Like, anyway, but what I'm saying is we said marriage. So like, there could be quality out there for fucking. There could be quality out there for going on dates and acting like we going towards marriage, and don't care how many pictures y'all want to take with us while we going into a restaurant, or y'all taking another picture of the plate of the food and uploading to Instagram and all that shit. Like, we don't care about doing that part, but how many is putting a ring on it? How many is really going, like, just because they with you and sleeping with you and taking pictures with you and traveling with you and all this, that don't mean they focusing on marriage. So like, the question itself is an old age question that men historically have been coerced into being married. Like, a man would stay with a woman forever and never ask her to marry him if he know that she's not expecting that or demanding that. But to answer the question, do I think men care about being married? Because every man, like he said, not boy, but every man wants his legacy to live on. Every man don't want his time on this earth spent for nothing, because when you gone, you gone. Everything you work for, you can't pass down your job to your kids and all that other shit. And then when you gone, they're gonna put your little stuff in the box and send it to your closest next of kin. And the thing about it is, every man should care about their legacy. So that means I couldn't even imagine not having children. Like, and that's nothing to nobody that don't have any. But the reason why I wanted to have children is to carry on my legacy, and I didn't want to do it outside of a marriage. So therefore, the 3 that I have is by the people that I married, because family and legacy was. But not to say me personally. In general, I don't think that men are really serious and caring about marriage nowadays. Why? When they get everything that marriage give you, they get it for free. Why would they come, Jackie?
Not everything.
They get it for free.
Not everything.
If they can sleep with you, if they, not you personally, I'm talking to the fictitious person out there that's in the example. If they can sleep with you, if they can travel with you, if they can get you to pay a bill every now and then, if like as they paying yours, if they can do everything and y'all taking care of each other and y'all calling them the damn person. So what would make them even feel like marriage is down the road?
There's a lot of things you can't
Loyalty.
get about marriage. I can't get your last name without it. I'm not going to name my kids your last name without it. You can't have custody rights of our children together unless we get married. Like, come on, there's way more to marriage than.
No. I didn't say what to marriage. I know what's the value of marriage. We know that. That was never the question. The question is, men ain't rushing to marry nobody.
That's not what you were just talking about, though. You said you can get everything for free without getting married, and you can't. Yeah. You said your kids were important to you. You can't listen. But your kids have your last name because you were married to the woman.
No, listen. I'm talking from a man's standpoint, not from a woman's standpoint. So it's everything that he getting for free that he want. He don't want to give you his last name. The shit that you make an example of. We talking from a man's standpoint. You can't get nothing done without getting somebody.
I didn't change my last name. He wants me to have his last name. Like,
what about loyalty and consistency?
I agree.
You can get loyalty from somebody.
What about loyalty? You can't get no loyalty out no free. Come on now.
No, hold on. Ant. It's on Ant. Go and say that again. Jackie said I agree.
What about loyalty and consistency? Like, a man you can get cooked for, you can get, you know what I'm saying, all that other stuff like you said, but what about somebody that's really loyal to you? A real man wants loyalty. So any boy, any
How
dude.
do people get married if their fiance wasn't really loyal to them? What the hell is they marrying them for then?
You said they what?
You trying to tell me that the woman or the man wasn't really loyal to them? So we talking about people getting married. So how are they even getting married if they didn't believe in their heart and their mind and their spirit that their fiance was loyal to them?
It's longevity.
Facts.
Oh fuck, shit crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. But you said that they can get everything. Why get married? But they don't have loyalty though. Like that person don't owe you no loyalty. Like at some point, if you gonna want some type of loyalty, like some type of consistency, like you're not gonna keep. If you a real man, you're not gonna keep wanting just because I can go to her anytime I want to. She'll cook me something. But okay, when I really need her, is she gonna really be there for me? No. When I really need her to goddamn come do
You saying
something for
only
me,
wives and husbands really be there for the people?
Right.
no. But no, you right. You right about that. No, you right about that. But you want to
Because
keep
how did they
jumping.
get to be your
You
wife or
want to
your
keep
husband
jumping
if you
from.
didn't?
You want to keep jumping from different people because that at the end of the day that junk gonna run out at the end. They gonna be happy for a little while. They gonna do it for a little while, but then they gonna find the next nigga with the bigger bag or something like that, and then they ain't gonna be caring about you that much. But when you got a wife, somebody that's consistent to you, like that's catered to you, like that's a whole different story, bro. Like somebody that's gonna be there every step of the way, bro. When you up, when you
Allegedly.
down, like nah, them other people not gonna be there like that, bro. I'm telling you,
So
they not, bro.
here's a situation. This is a small thought frame of a lot of people. Is that it's only gonna be this one thing. I hate to tell you, beautiful minded people, that in this world that God created in 6 days and rested on the second, there are plenty of people who have not been married and been around 10 plus years and been loyal, been down, been consistent, and not married to that person that
Yeah,
they've
but they
been
can
living
leave
with.
at any moment. They can walk out the
Guess
door and
what?
leave at any moment.
Guess
No
what? Guess what,
ties.
Jay? Guess
Why
what? Guess
do
what,
we
Jay?
talk about
Guess, hold
stuff?
on, hold
Everybody
on,
bring
hold
up
on,
the
hold on,
worst shit that can
hold
happen.
on, hold on, hold on. Guess what? There's been people who've been married and left whenever the fuck they wanted.
I said
Most
with no
marriages end in
ties. With no ties. You
irreconcilable
just have
differences.
ties if you leave when you're married. You
But
still
guess what?
are
You
with
you
that
still
person.
left. You left. Guess what? Where's that loyalty in leaving? Where's that consistency in leaving?
Okay, but when you a parent though, when you have kids, so that's what you want to do. You want to we gonna jump to anybody that's loyal for the moment right now.
No,
So when
no.
that loyalty
You
run
you
out, we
you
gonna
you
jump
you
and
you
bring
you
and
have.
introduce our kids into the next person, and then the next person, and then
How
the
does
next
loyalty run
person.
out?
Hmm?
How does loyalty run out?
You said how does it run out?
Yeah, you say when that loyalty
When you
runs
when you
out,
dealing with when you
how
dealing
does
with
it how does it
somebody
run out?
that's just beneficial, that's just y'all ain't got no ties or anything, like it runs
Then
out when they meet the next
there was no
person, when they get
loyalty.
tired of
No,
you or
loyalty was not
anything.
exist. Loyalty was non-existent in that situation. So there was no loyalty. Point blank. Period.
There have
You
been
ever met a
people that
soldier
have been
before?
married and one of them get cancer or something like that, and the other one just leaves. They can't deal
Whole
with it.
ass.
They can't deal with the sickness and through health, and they leave when they're supposed to be being loyal and consistent.
Again, thank you. Now that we're having real,
Okay.
not just surface talk, we're really getting to it, and we're leaving out all the variations of situations. Yes, would it be ideal if someone would
That
stay?
happens,
No,
but
no,
it's all
no, no,
about
no.
who you are as a person
Listen,
and what
listen,
you want.
listen, and listen. You're missing the key word: variation, which means multiple of situations. One situation can have a situation within a situation. That means the next situation will be nothing like it, will not even align with it. That's a variation. So here's a situation of this discussion. We're going too small. We have to be more than small. We got to be broader than what this. We're talking about one dichotomy of it, and that's not life. Life is a multitude of things. To sit here and perpetuate that there's no loyalty in people who haven't just been around each other and not married, that's a false.
No, it has. No, yeah, you're right. You're right. Because my grandma and her boyfriend were kicked for a long time. They was never married. They was never married. They was loyal to each other. That you right about that. No, I can't front on that. I can't front on that. But when you are who you are and you know what you want, and you live the righteous way, you go the right way. You want to get married and you want to have that one person and you don't want to keep going to multiple people. And
That's
if you want
always
to keep,
ideal.
yeah, if you don't want to get married, then you just want to keep being out here being a whore and then just catch AIDS and die. Fuck it. Shit.
But that
It
that's
is what
that's
it is.
always ideal, right? That's always ideal. You want your one person, but does that one person have the commitment ties that you
That's
need?
trial and error. Like y'all say, trial and error. But you know you did the right thing. You live right by the Bible. You did right by God. Hey, you did everything you supposed to do. Hey, you can't make people be who they want to be. You did what you supposed to do.
This is
So you
nice
learn.
though, because this is how conversations get started, so we can dive deeper into the topic. Because a lot of times we ask these questions, or we even think of these questions, and nobody never really listened to what's being put in the atmosphere, and then break it down simply by logic. Like, not to go backtrack on things that we disagreed on, opinion here and opinion there, but like the logic of thought, the logic of loyalty, like you said, divorce wouldn't even happen if the loyalty never ran out. Like, motherfuckers, like you said about your grandma and her boyfriend, I had the same situation, but like that
Your joint went out, bro.
who me?
That's
Yeah, I
on
can't hear
mine.
you.
I can
You
hear
good on my
I
end.
everyone
hear
fine.
you.
Mhm.
I
It went
hear
out
you.
on all y'all.
No,
No, I
I
can
No,
hear
hear
you're
you.
you.
good.
What is he talking about?
I don't know. You might need to restart it.
Oh yeah, that's him. Jackie went out, not me.
Jackie
Okay.
went to go be
Welcome
unloyal to
back.
us. See how she left? No loyalty. Inconsistent.
It
Yeah,
wasn't on purpose. I
but
don't know
real
what
quick,
happened.
go ahead,
So you
Jackie.
I can
accidentally
hear
cheated on
everybody
us?
but bro.
What I was explaining was that he mentioned the word loyalty like as a benefit of being married, and I agree. It's supposed to be like D was saying. That's ideal, but the
I
thing
can
about
hear
it is
everybody but bro.
loyalty. If it was that case, divorce wouldn't even exist if loyalty never. Like there's people that married somebody and was with them for years and just knew that that person was loyal in this, and then when they got their ass in that damn courtroom and the things that that other person was trying to do to them or did to them, take this, take that, pay this, pay that, you can't do this, you can't do that, and then they looking at the other person like, who are you? Like you are a totally different person than that. So the question of the whole thing
Piss me
is,
off, bro.
when it comes to, do men even care about marriage nowadays? I agree with everybody. Everybody pretty much said that men would want ideally to be married and it's beneficial to them and everybody around them. But the truth is, and the reality is, you don't see no young guys. These young guys ain't out here putting rings on these young girls. Why would they? When the dude in the first initial video that talked about the women at the cigar lounge, y'all 7-1 in places that we're at. So like, and y'all competing against everything. Like to be the most naked, to show the most nipples, to twerk the hardest, to take all of the things and put it in front of everybody on display. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I ever met a woman and saying that it was going to be marriage, and I didn't have to stroll far in online, FYP on TikTok or regular Facebook reels, and see some old pictures or Instagram and see some old pictures of every damn thing. Man, I don't want to be, man. Who want to do that? That's what we got to do nowadays because it's the culture. It's normal. Ain't these young boys? And even if they are marrying them, look at the logic behind that. The guy sees the girl on OnlyFans or doing all this other stuff. I'm talking extreme, but reality is everybody individual page now is a competition to be the hottest, the sexiest, the nakedest, the freshest when it comes to the guys, the most paper, the most everything's a competition. So who's out here really thinking about family and loyalty and legacy?
I messed your head up even further. I went to my nephew's football game this weekend, and the disappointment that I saw of teen mom, like women running around with pants covering just three-quarters of their ass, but they underwear G-string exposed at a children's game. We talking 6U, and there's men there, and then you're talking young men, and I'm seeing this as a little boy. I'm seeing my uncles, I'm seeing my dads, I'm seeing my godfathers, I'm seeing my neighbors. Like, it's crazy. They don't want that. I don't want that. And the thing about it is, too, we got to take in reality. As much as I do love women, there's a situation where a lot of older women are catering and doing what the younger women are doing. For what fucking reason?
Same thing with guys. Same thing with the dudes, the fellas do though.
Yeah, it is happening, but it's happening more so with women than men. Like,
Well, the
not a
problem
lot
lies
of,
more with the women and men because they're the ones who really need to get married.
a lot of older women, out here. You in your 60s, mid 60s. Why you twerking on TikTok? Yeah, you look good, but you don't need to be wagging grandma ass on
Sasha,
TikTok.
Sasha want to say something. You got next.
I will at 60.
Well, I'm already a grandma, but I'm not shaking no ass on the internet.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
I'm
Not
not doing
ever.
it.
I do.
What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is
Oh,
good
well,
right here.
Okay.
This is good right here. Let's this is good right here. Hey, look, we got the first time that these three don't all agree pretty much. So the two at the top say they wouldn't, and Jackie said she would. Nothing
No,
against
I
nobody who
do.
would or who
yeah,
wouldn't,
it's
but I just
nothing
want to
wrong
know
with
y'all
it.
Yeah,
opinions. Like,
It's a
there's
nah.
nothing
start with
wrong
Sasha.
with it. It's
Sasha, why
just
you ain't out
something
there
that I
showing
don't
ass,
see
titties, and
myself
nipples
doing.
and all that on social media?
Wait, I didn't hear the first part of that. What'd you say?
No, I was talking to Sasha. We're gonna go around between Sasha, beautiful gifts, and then down to Jackie. Nothing against y'all opinion of why you would or you wouldn't, but I'm gonna go with Sasha and ask why aren't you out there like a lot of them that we see?
Because I have children and grandchildren, and I just wouldn't want them to somewhere. The internet is forever. I don't want my granddaughter to see me shaking ass on TikTok. It's just my own
Grandma, no.
personal
Hold on,
opinion.
D. Hold on, D. I want to land this plane. I want to land this
D, you
plane.
need to
Go ahead,
relax.
beautiful gifts.
Okay,
Get no water.
that's the question again, please.
Well, why aren't you out there doing the things that we see so many others doing, like twerking and showing off body parts to attract people based upon the look of it?
Because I don't want attention that way. And I value myself more as a woman. I feel like I shouldn't have to do all that to get attention. I should be able to just be myself to get attention. If I got to do all that, then I don't want you, because that means you want me for the wrong reason. You don't want me for my heart. You don't want me for my person. You want me as a sex toy, or as somebody just to lay up with, to flaunt around and not really take me serious as a person. So that's why
He putting you
I
on
would not
blast.
want to do it.
Uh, that's
Nah,
funny.
it's her facial expression as beautiful gifts was
Oh,
explaining certain things, but
yeah.
um,
That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that this relates to him. That's just how I feel for me. This got nothing to do with no one else.
gotcha. Jackie, go ahead on talk your talk, man. Tell them why ass shaking is very important to you and being naked on social media.
I'm not naked. I would never be naked like that. Okay, so I used to think the same way as you, but my platform now, I do things and I show up to TikTok. I show up because I show other women, even men, because you can show up. You can do this too. If I can do it, you can do it. I like to
You teach
empower
what?
people.
If you can do it, they can do it. Is that teaching them something?
No, yes, listen. Let me finish. Let me finish. I came to I came to social media because I was in a time of my life where I needed a community. I wanted to find community. I don't just like shake my ass like other people do with like my cheeks falling out of my shorts or whatever. I do it like while I'm dancing. I'll dance to work out. I am a bigger girl. So I twerk. I like to have fun. I like to show people we can have fun and dance and laugh together. I'm not doing it in a sexual way in my mind. Like, I'm not doing it for attention. I'm doing it with other girls. Are men gonna see it? Yeah, but I'm doing it for fun, and I'm doing it to help people show up for themselves if they're in a place mentally where they need to show up to my social media to make them smile, laugh, cry, whatever, they can do it all with me. So it's not, I'm not just posting videos to be attention seeking. It's more so, if you're struggling, come here, laugh with me, dance with me, sing with me.
All right, so here's the thing. Hey, Ant, the reason why I believe that there's not a lot of men that's out here looking to get married and looking for marriage, and it's important to them right now, because the minute that that question is posed to people and you start hearing their reason for not wanting to do it, not because they got kids, not because their grandkids can see it one day, the minute that we start hearing women saying that the reason why they don't do it is because their future husband may see it one day, that's when you're gonna start knowing that men start giving a fuck about marriage. Until like they were not nobody on this panel. It's a lot of the people that say the same thing. Oh, I don't do it because I don't want my kids to see it someday. But they never said that they don't do it because they don't want their future husband to see it one day. And the value is not being put in the marriage on either side, men or women. Let's just call it a buck what it is. Everybody on this panel, let me go around and scan, to my knowledge, is not married other than Ant. So like the sample size that we have right in here is that we all out here hoping and wishing that we find somebody to even do that with. But the quality of life that's out here right now, from a man's point of view, many of us aren't, that's not at the forefront of our minds, especially when you're getting everything, majority, that you want from that person if you was married. Not everything, like the last name, like Jackie was explaining earlier. Well, you don't get everything. You can't do stuff legally. You can't. Men don't give a fuck about that. Men ain't rushing to give you their last name. So if men can get the sex, if men can get the companionship, if men can get the support, if men can get everything before marriage, then why the hell would they be focused on doing it legally, other than the woman asking them to? That's why we started seeing in the last 10 years the memes of women getting on knees asking guys to marry them, because dudes ain't out this bitch trying to get no married. And that's why we see a lot of them. I'm just going to keep it a buck. That's why I don't go on those other platforms, because I can say what I want to say here. And that's why we see an uptick in women going with each other. And all of them would tell you out their mouth, because I talked to them, that they not necessarily... It's the things that they can get that they can't get. Not the saying that they can't get from a man that they're not getting from men. That's because men ain't tolerating certain shit. I know certain women that get with each other and say they don't even go to the gym no more because the expectation of them being in shape ain't even there when they with each other. So you're seeing an uptick of chaos and bullshit because don't nobody want to give what's necessary to obtain the thing that they really want. Most people talking about marriage but don't want to give what marriage takes.
I'm gonna say it because nobody want to say it. A lot of men too don't want to be married because they don't want to be tied down to one woman, one piece of pussy every night, one piece of pussy every night, and that's just because they just want to be, they want to fuck what they want to fuck.
If you ask the most married men, if you ask most married men, if you could,
that's the mindset they
right
have.
Now and not take the risk, because we the only one to really take the risk when you talking about changing names and legalities of properties and all this other shit. Like, if you could do everything that you're doing right now without ever having to do it on paper, would you? The majority of the men, maybe not on this panel, but the majority of men be like, hell yeah, nigga, I ain't never got the problem. The only reason why they get married is because the woman wants it. Majority of the time, they would stay shacking up with your ass forever if you didn't expect it or demand it.
I got some
I don't think just because a woman asks you, a man want to get married, because you gotta, because if a man really don't want to get married, he gonna say no. Like, that's not what I want to do.
He gonna say no to what question?
Right.
Huh?
Who asked him to get married?
No, I'm just saying. No, you said because the woman asked.
No, not asking. That would be her proposing.
Yeah.
He knows that marriage, like through conversation of them getting to know each other, he knows that she is expecting one day this to go down.
Yeah, that's what you said. Now you said the only reason because she asked. So how you saying?
And here's an example of it. You and a woman sitting in the car. Y'all just took a long drive. You pulled over, and she talking to you, and she say, "Babe, we've been together 4 years now."
Yeah, I understand.
That's basically her asking. She's not proposing, but she's asking.
It goes a little bit more like this.
Yeah,
I don't see no ring on my finger.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that
but
attitude thing.
at the same time, man, you still got a chance to say no though. Like it's all up. I think it's 50-50, man, at the end of the day, man. I don't think it's a majority of men. I don't think it's less men. I think it's 50-50, man. Cause there's a lot of good men out here that want to just genuinely be married to a good woman, man.
Cause I did.
Man, I can't wait. We gonna take this podcast here because we just getting started. Like these topics that's coming out, but eventually one day we're gonna settle in to where y'all. I'm not gonna allow it to be sugar coated or powder puff podcast. The reason being is because that's the reason why I don't go on those other platforms. I see dudes gaslighting conversation because it's majority women in the room bullshit. So like, look, bro. Everybody up here knows married people who step out, who's stepping out.
Yep.
Like, let's not get it twisted and say everybody just trying to be married and be holy and sanctified and not do. Man, look, bro. The most men are get married to these women because they don't want nobody else fucking on them.
One thing.
Huh?
Here's
Most
another
men
The
are getting
thing.
married
married to them
men are
because
more.
they had a
The
child
married
about
men
them
are
and they don't
more
want
Shit,
nobody
single
else
than
raising
the
their
single
married
kids.
men.
women getting fucked on the most.
My
Stop
point
it.
exactly.
I
Right.
we
If you
And I'm
put
a,
it that
and
way, if you
So
put
yeah,
it,
so
but
if they
your
marry her
opinion
just
right
because
then, just
that, they marry her for the wrong reason, brother.
but
But your
here's another.
opinion right then that married women are getting fucked on the most is my example of why men that I know, I'm talking men that got some shit to lose, right? They ain't rushing to get married because most married women getting fucked on the most. You said it, not me.
Yeah, that's why I
And
said it's
then
50-50. That's
and
why I
then
said
there's
it's
one thing.
50-50. There ain't no majority
I
men
just got
not.
something to say. I see it all over her
It's
face. Go ahead.
50-50.
I already said it, but I got cut off. I said that the married men are more single than the single men nowadays.
What the situation
So
is, it's like it's always been. Everybody wants to be in that
I'm gonna go
1%
grab
pool.
something to drink and be right back.
That's
But
just the real
y'all
fact
speaking
of
on
it.
the people y'all know though, man. Yeah, you got
No,
it's a
it's not.
lot of
It's not
happy
even.
black. It's a lot of happy
It's not.
people out here. It's a lot of
But
happy
that's not.
people out
That's
here that's not cheating and not
we're
doing
not.
all that.
We're
Y'all
not.
speaking
We're
on the
not.
people that y'all know personally.
We're not talking about them not existing. We know they exist. And
Exactly. So don't act like
hold
it
on,
don't
wait, hold.
exist.
That's not what we're saying. We're talking about all variations, not just one. So the situation is, yes, there are happily black married couples, white couples, Indian couples, and so forth that's been on and they've been existing. So that's not the point. The point is there are situations that's not being spoke about. There are been and have been rich men who really didn't want to be married, but they found that if I get married in said such year of the Lord, I will get this particular tax incentive. And as
Yeah, that was
long as
back
this
in the
tax
day.
incentive, now no, not even back in the day, today, because you're
People
not in
ain't
that
doing that
tax
today.
bracket. If you're not in, yes, you will. If you're in that tax bracket, you're going to get different cuts. There's going to be things that are going to open up for you that ways you're like, well, shit, long as I keep getting that 1% cut that's going to keep me at the top, I'm going to stay married.
I feel like y'all be on a lot of old school stuff.
No, bro, it's not.
Y'all be living back in the day, bro. For real, y'all
No,
don't be really living
the
in
problem is,
time, bro.
no, the problem is experience.
how old are you?
The experience is this, is the fact that when you get into a room of certain people, and you learn from them because you can be taught of how they move and why they did the things they did, you will understand the mindsets of multiple.
I don't hear anything.
Like you won't get to a point where you like, oh no, that ain't how it's done. And you find out, I wish I had the controls. My little representative be here. Bullshit. Because that is how it's done in so many ways for so many people because it worked for them. Some rich men are getting married because of the tax incentive. And it's not just
Y'all seen Stunner for Vegas on wedding. That man was so happy to get married to that woman. You hear me?
but that's one situation. We could talk about Tony
That man
Braxton.
was so happy.
We could
He
talk
was
about
more happy than she was.
we could talk about Tony Braxton bouncing off with Birdman as well. Oh,
And
don't
that
get
was
quiet
today.
now.
Stunner for Vegas, he just got married.
No, no. But
That man was more happy
that
than she was.
that divorce from Birdman then wasn't no more than 2 months ago.
Man, who is Birdman? Birdman ain't loyal to nobody. He been loyal since he came out.
No, we're not talking about his loyalty. We talk about what it is. So the whole situation is there are people who are doing things just because there are benefits to it and not necessarily what we perceive it to be a benefit. Everybody
Yeah.
not gonna be on what you call the righteous route because what you
Right.
perceive as
Facts.
being
Right.
righteous, somebody gonna say, "Oh, that's some bullshit that nigga on. He ain't living righteous. I'm gonna show you the righteous route."
Yeah, that's why I
That's
feel like
that.
it's 50-50. I feel like it's 50-50. Like, I don't feel like it's majority men not wanting. I don't feel like, so I feel like it's 50-50. You know what I'm saying?
No, majority of men do want marriage. It's just the fact that bro put it out there.
Right.
It's a lot of things that have been exposed full access, and it's going across the board. It's the fact that, why would I get involved with this chick when I pull up her profile on Obama's internet and I see all that she has to work with and more? And I've seen all who she's worked with and more.
But
What would make
then
me,
when niggas be in relationship and they let their girl dress half naked, oh, and then you know what I'm saying, and then he insecure. Oh, I can't dress like this because he's insecure. I see niggas who married and still let their females do the little NBA young boy challenge, still dress how they want to dress,
yeah,
but they still married.
guess what?
So, so why did
When they
they
do
do?
their
Why did
NBA
they
young,
do it?
because it's a trending topic. And trending topics do what?
Follow the trend.
They know they bring in revenue. I don't care about that woman. She's a dollar sign.
I know this pearl. I know these people, but I don't feel like that. I don't feel like. I feel like they really. I mean,
Yeah,
Right when
but
they
I
that's
said
just
you
feel like
may
he
kiss
he
the
not a
bride, this
jealous
groom
guy.
actually walked away, and his bride was so confused until she saw what he did and started laughing. He went over to his groomsmen where they helped him get ready for it. They gave him a mint, cleaned his shoes, checked his hair, and lastly fixed his suit. He then went back to his bride to finish the kiss and were officially married after almost giving her a heart attack. Right when they said you may kiss the bride, this groom actually
Ain't nobody doing that no
Why you
more,
do the
man.
two thumbs up like
Ain't nobody, ain't nobody
that's that
doing
man.
that no
That's
more,
the
man.
right. That's that man's situation.
that?
And guess what? Somebody
All
gonna
that
see
stuff
that.
y'all talking about, I don't see it out here. Y'all don't
Right.
see it on
Nah,
social media.
people do shit,
And social
man, for
media
all
is
type
life
of
to
reasons,
everybody right
man.
now. More people got
Right.
friends virtually that they never met than they do have in real damn life. So to wrap this thing up, when it comes down to, do men really care about getting married? Everybody gave their opinions and we
Well, yeah.
respect it. I love the fact that we can have conversations and nobody really take it personally. We laugh everything off because all it is chatter. But there's one thing, the reason why we even own this platform, and me and D came up with a long time ago, is that in our culture, we have what they call under the rug situations that need to be talked about. Like a lot of shit gets swept under the rug. And
I can't
as
hear
we can
nothing, bro.
see, as we went through each topic, everybody have different opinions, which is cool. But there's undertones to everything that we just spoke about. And there's a topic that need to be talked about in each one of these topics. Love, family, legacy, building, all that stuff, right? When I heard somebody say that you can't teach somebody something, this is just my opinion, it rubs me wrong, because the people that are out here in the government and the state and the local state that's saying that the problems are out there is because we ain't teaching shit. Like, I knew not to do certain things because I'm going to jail. And I didn't do certain things because I knew the teaching that I came from was your ass gonna stay in there. And I believe my mama. Like some people bullshitting you, but I don't think my mama was playing. That's why I never tested that theory. You have situations where we have to start looking within ourselves and saying, just because it feel good to you, like it makes somebody feel good to say, there's a lot of parents right now taking credit for their kids' success, and they had no fucking part in it. Like there's kids that can't remember their mom or their dad sitting down doing their homework with them, but when they come a neurosurgeon, there you go, my baby's a brain surgeon. They do all this. Okay, congratulations, but how much role did you play into that? There's people out there at their sons signing for the NBA, and they used to tell them, you walk your nappy head ass on to practice. I got to go to work.
Real shit though.
Like we got to stop this surface conversation and really get deep. And like y'all said, there are people out here, men out here that really want to get married. There are women out here that think that whether they shake it online or not shake it online, either way they can get married. But statistics don't show that. And there's a time. Okay, one question I'm gonna ask before we get out of here. Do everybody believe and understand that there's an expiration date on everything? That's looks, that's money, that's life, everything, right? So there are some people with the theory of I'm gonna live how I want to live because you only get what they said, YOLO type shit, right?
YOLO.
Mhm.
YOLO. They came out with that YOLO stuff, which is cool. But if you have a seed that has been split from your DNA and created, it ain't YOLO because when you gone, they still here, and that is your life too, right? I thought so. So we better get to teaching our children. We better get to talking to our children. Back in the day, one of the worst principles that they had back in the day was speak when being spoken to, and because I said so. Nowadays, kids are being able to ask why this and not why and that's the thing. I'm just gonna say it like this, man. Y'all ain't ready for TMAX Network. I'm telling you, the conversation is gonna get crazy because what I want to say is a dumbass person on the subject would tell somebody, don't ask no questions because I said so, because your ass can't explain why not. You don't even fucking know why not. That's why majority of people was telling their kids don't ask no questions because you ain't got the damn answers, Sway. Parents are ashamed to tell their kids they don't know how to do algebra with them, and they tell them to go Google the shit. Teaching your kids, subliminally teaching them how to cheat on the test. Let Google tell you. So at some point, we got to start really pulling back the veils on some of these topics and saying, just because we do it in this culture, I left that culture this shit alone, by the way. Just because we do it in this culture, don't mean it's right. And I don't care what nobody else do. So when people are like, oh, what? Well, I know I brought up the analogy of other cultures earlier, but that was to drive the point home that people are out here saying that they're being taught. But realistically, if we want to see change, we got to make that happen in our own community, starting with our own household. My 8th grade teacher, Ms. Ravel, used to say it starts at home.
Yeah.
I used to be in there cutting up in her class. Cutting up, man. Ask Carolyn and them about Miss Shackelford, Miss Ravel, Robert L. Van, and back at Hosky Elementary and all that stuff. Ask them about it. You know what they would say? It starts at home. So when I would be cutting up, they say it starts at home. That was a derogatory term saying ain't nobody teaching this little son bitch how to do what he's supposed to do when he out in public. So it starts at home. That was a derogatory thing. Now when we saying, are we teaching our children? We cannot say, man, it don't matter what the fuck I tell them to do or how I tell them to do it. They still gonna be their own man and their own woman and go their own way. It's cool. Therefore, they got the answer for that. But you did your job as teach them. Lastly, I'll say this about the relationship thing. There's a lot of people out here pump faking. Y'all watch it. I gave up. I was goddamn Peyton Manning on the pump fake. Like on the pump faking. Bullshit line just to get what you want. And then get mad when they cutting up on your ass, cutting your tires, busting your windows out, doing all this because you lying, trying to act like you something when you not. And then men out here, one more thing I'm gonna say before I get out of here, and this is the first episode to the last damn day of y'all lives of lying online. We coming through like the police, and we gonna make sure that we give everybody a goddamn citation for bullshitting. Here's how it go. Stop lying to these women, guys. Trying to say that you want a relationship and you want this and want that. No, you bullshitting, right? What you need to do, because the first thing a man say is, well, what you got to bring to the table? Here's another thing, man. Women go right back at your ass because they more educated than you nowadays. They got more of the shit that they don't need you for, right? And all the way down to what's in your pants. They got more of the shit that they don't need you for. So the thing about it is, talking about a woman as a helpmate, most guys don't got shit for her to help mate with. They can't help mate with your job. They can only budget the money that you bring home after taxes. So let's keep it real and let's stop these surface conversations online. I appreciate every last one of y'all that came up here. Why? Because you warmed up to some real conversation and y'all gave y'all passion and and opinions behind it. And that's what we're looking for out here. It don't matter if one person watching me or 30,000 watch me tomorrow. I'm gonna speak my mind. I can't be bought. I don't tiptoe around men or women no more, right? To make them feel good and all this other stuff. And that's the reason why the other platform is saturated with a lot of bullshitters. Women, y'all know they bullshit you in your comments when every Tuesday on comments is you beautiful. Some of you motherfuckers ain't beautiful. Men, y'all know y'all they bullshitting y'all when they going, ooh, oh my God. How they do it? How they do it? They go, oh my God, a uni from Anthony. Thank you. You my boo, a unicorn. Y'all been on TikTok. Stop playing. They ain't excited to get the gift from you, dog. They just want you to get excited so they can get the next gift. So with all this shit that's been said tonight, this is TMAX Network. I appreciate Miss Sasha Love. We got Mr. D Awesome One, TMAX Network Vice President, and also the King of Common Sense. We got Miss Jackie Renee, Team Banks, that's represented by Anthony and his wife Diamond. And man, my homegirl, my friend, I appreciate you. She's been out on the road singing all day, y'all, at like 5 different churches. Literally, she can sing. And they've been traveling all day, literally, from church to church singing. Miss Beautiful Gifts, we appreciate you coming by. Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend over there on those other platforms that the conversation has now been started. These topics we had tonight was thrown together just to see who I got that's going to keep it real. I would love for each and every last one of y'all to come back, but I tell you this, you will see growth through these conversations. There's going to be 10 people on each panel. And I beg to differ that I want y'all to start out the way you ended. Don't let it have to warm up. Don't pussyfoot around. If you don't believe in something, say it. Because Jackie, you got turned up when they started talking about twerking. Beautiful, you started laughing when we started talking about traveling and singing at 5 different churches. Miss Sasha didn't understand some things and she made some facial expressions and she butted in and said, that's just like, and she stood on men's side and she opinionated about the women's side. And that's what we're looking for. The Awesome One always gonna call out bullshit as soon as it come out of your mouth. So if you are not expecting to be held accountable, don't show up on TMAX Network. This is Al Tariq Hayes, MrTKO, 561 the most. TMAX Network, we are here, and I appreciate y'all. We are out. Peace.